Hey guys, so it's me, Shannon. Today's video is going to be all about talking about how I'm coping with the loss and how I'm handling my emotions, a couple of things I wish I knew about miscarriage, how it affects you emotionally after, because I am definitely not the same Shannon I was before I went through this. I feel like I've been having a really hard time with my emotions for sure. So everything happened about 2 months ago, July 10th. We found out the baby no longer had a heartbeat. It's August 31st now. So in 10 more days, it'll be about 2 months. But so for the first 2 weeks after, man, horrible. I hit rock bottom. And then I had to go back to work. So you have to put your game face on. You have to be fine throughout the day, and I have been definitely. I've been coping, been just fine. I mean, I haven't really had a good cry in a while until this last week. So this last week, for some reason, it hit me hard, man. And my emotions, like, I think it's just grief, because I don't know how to deal with my grief, because I've never went through a loss before. So I am not an angry person by any means, but I am so angry. And I talk about this with some of my friends. I was like, dude, like, I am so angry. I have so much anger, and I've never had anger before. Like, now, also, that's my dog. She's pushing a frisbee around. It's her thing, so just please ignore her. Hopefully it's not too loud in the video. But so having all these emotions, just, God, it's crazy, like how my body's going through this, how my body's processing it. Guys, so back to the conversation. Anger. I am so damn angry. Like, I have never been angry before, ever in my life. I mean, yes, I have been, but not to this extent. Not to where someone says something and I'm literally like in my head like, oh my God, like, how could you say that? Like, I literally had to remove myself from a situation the other day because my blood was boiling. And if you know me, you know I do not get like that. You know I am just like happy-go-lucky, smile on my face. But let me tell you, my husband can notice it too. Like, he knows that, like, lately I just got so much like anger built up in me. So working on a couple outlets for that. I think I honestly just need a good freaking cry, which I had a couple of those these past couple days. So that's step one. Next step is I'm about to go hit some balls out in the orchards. I used to play softball back in the day, and God, when you just get a good hit, it's, it gets a lot of stress out. So gonna do that, gonna do some stress relieving stuff. But and then another thing that I wish I knew that is just that the grief, the emotions, that it would all hit you at just random times. So like, it's, you see that random pregnant person, or for me, and this sounds so messed up, but there was like a homeless couple and she was like noticeably pregnant, and I was so like angry and just upset, and then I just started bawling because, like, I was like, man, they can't even give that baby that great of a life, and I feel so horrible for even saying this, because I don't know their situation. Maybe they can give that baby a great life. Maybe they're putting the baby up for adoption. But like, that set me off. I cried. I was driving home and I was just like, I started bawling. And this was just a couple of days ago. So just little situations. Like, I've been fine. I wasn't crying for like the last 3 weeks since. Okay, sorry, this is where it's getting a little confusing. So I cried the first 2 weeks. Like, I was just floored by it. And then the last 3 weeks, things have been great. Like, I've been able to get back to myself a little bit. But this last week, I don't know what it is, but I am just losing my marbles, man. Like, going through it all over again. And I think it's just my emotions coming out. So yeah, like I said, so there's the anger. There's the fact that dealing with this grief comes in waves when I see someone, when someone like triggers me some way, somehow. And it's just tough, man. It just sucks, because then, like, you cry and then, like, I'm set off the rest of the day. It's like the hiccups. Like, if I cried earlier, I'm gonna cry again in a couple more hours. Just like the hiccups. You get them earlier and then you get them at nighttime, So, and then also, like, it's that time of year where, or I'm sorry, it's that timeline in my pregnancy. Like right now, I would be about 18 weeks pregnant. So everyone else that was due in February is starting to do like their gender reveals and everything like that. So as I'm so happy, so beyond happy for everyone that's pregnant and getting their babies, you know, it still stings because I'm like, oh, you know, you're due in February, like, damn, like I was due in February. So that means I would know the gender of my baby right now, and it just kills me. It kills me so much. But don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm still so happy for those people. It's just, you know, the fact of knowing like I should be that far along. I should know my baby's gender. So, and it's just tough. So, but there's also, I'm letting it all out, man. This is just how I feel. I don't know if I'm gonna have, you know, a comforting message. This is just how I feel. This is just getting my emotions out. So, like I said, I've had anger, the fact that my grief comes in waves, and sadness. Like, sadness has been horrible. I wouldn't say I'm depressed at all, but I think I'm just in this crying stage right now, like the last couple days. Freaking crying all the time, like I said. So the other night, like, so they put My Name Is Earl on Hulu, and if you've ever seen that show, it's a pretty good, pretty funny show. But one of the women on there, she gets pregnant, and like it just set me off, and it was nighttime, so me and my husband were in bed, and I just started crying, and I couldn't stop, and I was just telling him how I feel, you know, about how sad I was that it was taken away and everything. But my husband's been great, y'all. He's, you know, my big old supporter. And, you know, it's just tough because there's not much you can say besides comforting, and I'm so sorry and everything. Just going through this sucks. Just the loss sucks so bad. And I know, like, the best way for me, and a couple of my friends have said this too, is when you get pregnant again, like, sorry, my dog. When you get pregnant again, it's gonna help you. And I know that. I know that. But I'm so afraid. Like, I am so freaking terrified of getting pregnant again, even though I want it so bad. But, because it's kind of like ignorance is a little bit of bliss. Like, before I had my miscarriage, I mean, I knew miscarriage was a thing, but I wasn't a part of all these communities as I am now. Where now I know that there's so many different types of miscarriage. So, like, the type of miscarriage that I had is probably different than the type of miscarriage that you've had or a friend's had or something like that. And then that just freaks me out more because it's like, there's just so many things that can go wrong, but then it seems so easy, you know? And this is what I was also so mad about earlier when I was talking to Michael, my husband. I was like, it's just, I'm so mad that it was so easy to get pregnant. It seems so easy to be pregnant. Like, for us, it happened on the first try, which I'm thankful for. But that something so easy could just, you know, end so tragically. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I am just freaking rambling. I just need to get these feelings out. But like I said, I'm freaking terrified of being pregnant again, but I know that that's kind of what will help me is when I have a new pregnancy to focus on, a new second chance. But, and I'm gonna try and go into everything with such a positive mindset. Like, just as soon as I see those texts, two lines on the stick. Okay, great. In 9 months, we're gonna have a baby. I don't want any form of negativity. Like, this baby's happening, because I don't know. Manifest your thoughts or whatever. You know, thoughts are things. If I constantly think about miscarriage, what are the odds? You know, it could happen again. I don't want that. I want to think of me having another baby as, okay, 9 months from now, we're gonna have a baby, so we better start buying shit, we better start getting everything together because this is gonna happen. Like, I need that type of positivity. Oh gosh, guys. Oh man, if I'm not making sense, I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't really have a message for this video. I just need to talk, man. I need to get my feelings out somehow, and this is how I'm choosing to do that right now. Oh, but guys, thank you so much for listening. I mean, if you took the time to watch it, I appreciate it. I would love to hear how, if you've been through this, how you got through it, how you handled your grief and your loss, because I am struggling, as you can see. So, you know, any help, any text, tips, advice, anything you can would help me out. So thanks for watching, guys. Please give me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it.